Welcome to another episode of the system demonstration, and in this session we'll be covering the reporting capabilities of the system. So the system has two types of reports. We have one that is, I would say it's real-time and native to the application, and to access it you go via transaction sales, and then you're able to access it via this sales orders menu. Now, this screen has different types of filters. So you can have filters by date, and also you can do a search by either order ID, invoice ID, or by description. And of course, this is the field where you specify your search criteria. The other information viewable here based on the filter selected would be the total order count, gross sales, as well as applicable taxes, discounts, and the net sales. So at order line level, one is able to, of course, get the gross values. Of course, here I've been using fictitious values, so you might find some to be very small, but it's just for illustration purposes. Then for each of the orders, you can be able to view the lines, the applicable order lines that are in that particular sales order, as well as the applicable tax breakdown, any free or sample goods that have been issued, as well as the sales order invoices and applicable payments against those invoices. Okay. So this is what I would consider the native report. It's fairly limited, but definitely gives you accurate information as to your sales position. The other reports is based on Power BI. So Power BI is very rich in visuals, and there are very many ways in which you can develop it, given its dynamic capability. But for this session, we've only put across just one sample one. But depending on the customer's needs, we can always develop more reports to cover the desired scenarios. So here we have filters here that one can be able to use to filter based on the requirements. So for example, here if you wanted to see sales for one particular customer, say Agri, then when you select that customer, then of course the reports change dynamically. You'll also be able to see the tabulated view of all the orders that have been sold to this customer, and then the applicable salesperson who did sell to this customer. Okay. Of course, we have the sales personnel involved. In this case, we'd already seen a number of them listed here. We also have the sales order numbers, yeah, that are in there, and the graphical representation of the gross order sales by salesperson. So those are all listed here. So as I mentioned, it's just a basic illustration of the reports, but we can develop as many as possible. Also, just to mention, given the system has capability of location, then we also have we can do reporting by location. So, for example, here we have a case of orders taken from a customer who is based in Nairobi, as indicated here, and then we also have customers who are based in Mombasa. So these are just sample data that were picked from a mobility app which had the GPS already set up on to be able to pick the coordinates. Yeah. So that's just a brief explanation of what it is, but of course, depending on customer needs, the system is flexible enough to accommodate. And that brings us to the end of the reporting session.